Nick, training camp has begun. The Miami Dolphins have taken the field, and we today are going to take some observations of some key players on this team and how they've been doing so far. We're specifically going to hone in on one player in particular, been doing a lot of work on themselves over the offseason, and it seems that it is starting to really pay off, and people are noticing.
Yeah, Miles, I think the big thing right now that we're in a training camp is we're starting to see, like you said, the hard work paying off for some of these players. And you've got a great report that you dug up highlighting the Dolphins' most important player, in my opinion. But before we get to that story, Dolphins fans, look, regular season, not too far away, about 40 days or so left. In the comment section below, now's your chance. Give us your prediction for the Miami Dolphins record for the 2023 season. Now's the time to bring the receipts, show us what you're made of. Give us your predictions, Miami Dolphins final record in the comment section below. All right, Miles, what you got? What's the latest out of Miami?
Yeah, Dolphins fans, you might want to wait just a second until you hear this report before you put your predictions down below. I think this is some really good news on a critical player. Of course, the only guy we've been talking about all offseason who's been doing some major work on themselves is none other than quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. I think there's a lot of really great stuff going on. Let's get into the article, Nick, then we can discuss. This is from ESPN. It says Tua Tagovailoa's offseason muscle gain is evident. And now Miami Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel is seeing the benefits on the practice field. It remains to be seen what impact Tagovailoa's added muscle will have on his availability, but other aspects of the quarterback's game are already being aided. He really took to his training on his body seriously this offseason for a multitude of reasons, and I've seen various things where he has a little more short area explosiveness, were you able to manipulate yourself in the pocket at a more explosive rate, McDaniel said Thursday before practice. He went on to say, I don't know this to be fact, but it appears by my layman's eye that he has more pitches in his arsenal. He can layer stuff and drive it with even more command. He's already pretty adept at that considering his accuracy. I think it just overall helps him feel prepared and execute a lot of things, and their residuals are apparent and various. So, Nick, it really just seems that the added muscle that Tua has put onto his frame this offseason has given him more zip on the ball, given him, just as McDaniel says, a few more pitches into his arsenal, allowed him to do a few more things that he might not be able to do. And I like to key in on what McDaniel said here. His accuracy, we're talking about, he was already so accurate. Just this added layer is going to take Tua to the next level. I think this is really going to benefit him this season, and hopefully it helps on the hits that he has been taking and potentially keep himself safe, keep himself healthy. Nick, what do you think about this Tua's added muscle gain and the effect we are already seeing in the offseason?
Well, of course, this is Mike McDaniel kind of speaking tongue in cheek, right? When he says, this is my layman's opinion. Obviously, McDaniel is no layman, right? He's a great offensive mind, head coach of the Miami Dolphins, did a lot of great things with the 49ers as well. So when he says my layman's opinion, he's obviously being, tongue in cheek there, saying that, yeah, he looks good. He can do a lot more different things. And it's not just Mike McDaniel either. The report actually went on to say that Raheem Mostert was really impressed by Tua's weight gain and what he's done physically as well. This is what Mostert said. I feel like he's been able to utilize his legs a little bit more, and not the running aspect. Here's the important part. But settling down, getting his 5-step and 3-step timing right, said Mostert. He seems like he's finding his way in regards to time management, how to work his feet and his lower body and his rhythm and his hips. In terms of injury prevention, I think that is the biggest thing. If you look at the former New England Patriots and Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady, one of the biggest ways he avoided injuries, except for that one season, I believe in 2008, throughout his entire career, was his ability to get the 3-step drop, balls out, 5-step drop, balls out, quick, compact release, powerful core, all that kind of stuff. Get the ball out of your hands quickly. I think that's one issue, or was one issue in Tua's game. It's not just Tua. Virtually 90% of the NFL has this issue. But I think that was an area Tua could have definitely improved on in terms of getting his 3-step drop, balls out, 5-step drop, balls out, in terms of very quickly, very compactly getting rid of the football. The fact that Mostert is noticing that his improved weight gain, which again was supposedly help to prevent injuries in terms of hits, is also improving his ability to make those compact decisions in terms of, torquing his body, getting the ball out very quickly and effectively. I think that will have as much of a positive effect on injuries as anything. I think that's the real thing to look out for there. And going back to what Mike McDaniel said, I bet there was a lot of things last season in terms of the 3-step game and the 5-step game that McDaniel wanted to run, but maybe didn't because Tua wasn't up to that physically. Now that he is, and he knows Tua is going to be stronger because of that, expect a whole nother layer in the Dolphins offense. And when you have game breakers like Tyreek Hill, when you have game breakers like Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane also, This is an offense that will become even more explosive because of this. This is a great update for the Dolphins.
Yeah, Nick, and I like how you said it. Tua really has added a lot onto this, and I think it's going to open up the playbook. And we saw it. Honestly, I'm kind of scared because we saw what Tua could do with this limited playbook that Mike McDaniel implemented last year. They're so explosive. They're so off the charts. Incredibly good team last year offensively when Tua was healthy. Just knowing that he's getting better and McDaniel's opening his eyes and seeing more possibilities in the playbook to get this guy implemented, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with, especially with the defensive upgrades they made. I think this team is going to be scary next year, and I think this could be a team that sets some kind of scoring record if they stay healthy all next season.
And just one final point to end on here regarding Tua. It is not uncommon for quarterbacks that are similar to Tua to develop physically and go on to do great things. Tua obviously is known for his accuracy, decision-making, leadership, intangibles. You know who else was that way? I already mentioned his name, Tom Brady. Very interesting. If you look at Tom Brady's career, people forget the first 3 or 4 years, he was more of a game manager, did not have the ability to forcefully put balls downfield in tight windows. He got better and got stronger, worked on himself physically as his career went on. If you look at Brady's stats, it's very interesting. His first 3 years as a starter, he averaged less than 7 yards per passing attempt. After that, he took off. Of course, it began in 2006 and went on the way, 2007, they went undefeated. And of course, the rest of his career and all the great numbers he put up there and all the big plays he made and obviously all the games he won and things like that. I think we're going to see a very similar thing out of Tua here. Here's a guy in Tua who had the intangibles right, had the accuracy right, had the timing down right. Now that he's built his body up and now that his teammates are noticing and his coaches are noticing, we're going to see a lot more in terms of efficiency out of Tua going forward. And he already was scary efficient, right? That's your point, Miles. He was really good last year. He was MVP caliber last year. He could be, and it looks like he will be even better this year.